Hi, I'm James Mitchell, the CEO here at Workshop Software. I always love it when we bring out new features. This video is about a new feature in Workshop Software. I'm sure you're going to love the feature. If you like the video, press like and subscribe to the channel to get more info and keep up to date with Workshop Software. Thanks a lot. Do you want to get paid quicker? Do you want to get paid easier? Do you want to provide a better customer service for your customers? Then I think you should watch this video. I've got a really exciting news about how we can process payments really quickly and really easily. Let's take a look. I'm going to jump into the Job Center and just pick up a random invoice, and I'm going to process that invoice. Now, when I process this invoice, what I can do is I can now go off and ask the customer to pay this online. So you've got this request online payment method. You can send the request via email or you can send the request via SMS. If you send it as an SMS text message, the customer can view the invoice on their phone, they can pay it on their phone, and it looks amazing on the phone. Now, for this demonstration and for simplicity's sake, I'm going to do it via email. So what this is it says, go off and you can write whatever you like in here, and we can send this off to the client, and now this goes off and sends that off to the customer. So now I'm going to jump into my email. So I'm the customer now. So the customer's received this email. The customer get an email that looks like this. They can get a printout of the invoice, but then more importantly, you've got this option here to pay the invoice. So if you click on this link here, what it does is it actually opens up the customer's invoice, and they can see the details up here. They can do things such as view the invoice, so they can see it on the screen, and they can print it out if they like. The other option is when they come back into the invoice here, is that they can pay now. So this allows the customer, and the same applies on a mobile phone. So they can click on this pay now. It'll pop up a secure payment checkout. We can enter in some credit card details, so the customer will put their credit card details in. Now, more often than not, the customer's got their credit card details already stored on their computer or their phone, so they just need to choose them. Or if you're on an Android or an Apple phone, you can take a photo of the credit card and do all of those sorts of very simpler ways of making a payment. So this would happen in real time. It would be very, very simple and very, very quick. So when I submit this goes off and makes the payment. It then says that the payment's successful. They could print the invoice at this stage again if they wanted to, or they could have done that from the previous screen as well, and now that's all completed. So that's the customer side of this, which is super, super simple and super easy, and you imagine how quick and easy this is for the customer to be able to make a payment to you. This is super easy and very, very quick. So now let's jump back inside Workshop Software. So we're now back as a Workshop Software operator, not the end user or the customer that you're invoicing. So if we go back into Workshop Software, if I now refresh this invoice, because now it's been paid, of course, right? So you can see here that the payment's happened. So you now don't need to enter in any of that payment detail. That's already automatically come back inside Workshop Software. So you can see now this is a completed invoice, done, completely finished and all over and done. Now, the other really cool thing here is that you can optionally, if you want, that's up to you, but I'll show you where to set this up. You can set this up in the settings where you can enter in a credit card surcharge. So you can actually on-charge your credit card fees onto the customer, and it will do it automatically. So you'll see here that there's been a fee here that the customer has been charged at $3.86. If you go into integrations and into the POS integrations and into WorkshopPay, you'll see here this is where this gets set up. So here's the surcharge. So we're putting 1.3%. We can put a label on of what that's going to appear like on the invoice. So that's what the customer will see as credit card surcharge. You could say payment fee, whatever you want to write there. And if you're connected to an accounting system, you can choose which general ledger account or which accounting general ledger account this goes into, the revenue actually goes into for the surcharge. Now, all of this is powered by Stripe. Now, Stripe is a worldwide, very well-known payment processing organization, and I'm going to show you now the payments that get made. So that payment that we just did, which was for Tamara Abbott for $300.85, there's the payment details. So you've got a Stripe dashboard where you can see all of the info. This is actually the invoice number, the 51734. That was who the customer was for. You could search for that in here. So if you wanted to find, something, find an invoice number, for example, or some such thing, so you want to reconcile things, That's what you can do inside of your Stripe dashboard. You've also got a phone app if you want, which is a Stripe phone app, so you can see all this information on a phone app as well, which is a Stripe dashboard. Powered by Stripe, got all this information in here, and they will make the payments directly into your nominated bank account. This is super simple to set up as well. So basically all you need to do is, back where we were in here, if we go and activate this, it creates an account automatically. You need to do need to go through a couple of steps in order to get verified, but you can actually start using the account immediately. So it'll take you just a few seconds or a few minutes really to get set up, and you can actually get and use it straight away, even if you need further verification information, but you can actually start using this straight away. So you can turn this on for Workshop Software customers. This is live now. Go start using it. You can turn this on, go in here into POS integrations into WorkshopPay. If it's not activated, it'll go through an activation process. There's documentation on this as well, so be sure to check out the documentation. I'd definitely look at on charging a surcharge for this as a service, really, and so anyone that pays via this payment method, you can get a little bit of extra revenue, or at least cover the costs of what it might be to have this particular service for your customers. But this is a really professional way. This is what the large organizations perform with making their payments for their customers. They make it super, super simple and easy, and that's exactly what this delivers to any workshop now. So you can just simply send this as a text, an email, and the customer gets this information. It is super valuable.